Baruch Hashem Yah Bahashem Yahushua. Baruch Hashem Yahushua. Shalom, family. Today's lesson is titled, I Do Not Lack. Okay, I do not lack. And what I want to talk about today is the fact that Yah wants to show you and show all of us who serve him and who trust him that we do not lack any good thing, that what we need, what provisions we need, we will obtain, we will acquire, we will be granted, and that Yah will set the stage, and I've talked about this a lot. He will set the stage for this to be proven, and he will show you that what may appear to be lack or not enough, that he can multiply, that he can enhance, that he can use it to give you everything you need, whether that be victory, whether it be something financial, something material that he knows you need, that you've been praying for, that you, as far as for all intents and purposes, seem not to have. When you look at your situation, and of course you have to look at your situation to say, I don't have anything. But you're looking in an earthly sense, okay? And not remembering what Yah has said. And we all get to that point where it seems as if we're at the end of our rope. And like I said before, the time we're living in, there's a lot of apparent lack going on. But what did Yah promise us? And what does Psalm 23 speak to us? And I will start with Psalm 23, just verse 1. Verse 1 of Psalm 23. Yahuwah is my shepherd, I do not lack. Okay? Or I shall not lack, depending on how you look at it. It's still the same thing. Yahuwah is your shepherd. If Yahuwah is leading the way, if Yahuwah is who you are following, then you do not lack, period. And it's exactly what it says. I do not lack, period. And we have to know this. And we're going to get into some scriptures that kind of address this, and to let you know that there will be times where it appears, which may be right now, that you don't have enough, you don't have what you need, and that you are lacking. But you have to go to your book, which tells you that you are not lacking. Why? Because Yahuwah is your shepherd. And it may sound shocking, but we're going to get into this and see how Yah will set the stage so to show you that you don't lack when you trust him, and that he always has a provision or a ram in the bush. And speaking of a ram in the bush, we know that Abraham was tested. Many times was he tested, but he was tested with sacrificing Isaac as he was instructed. And he just knew somehow that him and Isaac was going to come back down from that mountain, from going up. And when he got there and was willing to obey Yah, Yah told him, do not harm Isaac. There's a ram in the bush. Basically told him that he had provided a sacrifice in place of Isaac. And when he did that and Abraham saw that, then he named that place Yahuwah Yireh, or Yahuwah provides, because Yahuwah does provide and is our provider. This is what he does, among many other things. But we're going to kind of get into it and dig into some of the scripture to show what Yahuwah has done and how it doesn't matter if it looks like you don't have enough. And in fact, Yah wants it to appear as though you don't have enough. Because when he comes through for you, he will give him all the honor and glory and praise. Understanding that only he could have done this. And this is what he has done with our people and how he has moved in the scriptures. Okay. Let's read another scripture. Let's go to Psalms 37, 18 and 19. Let's read that. It says, Yahuwah knows the days of the perfect, and their inheritance is forever. They are not ashamed in the time of evil, and in the days of scarcity of food, they are satisfied. Okay, these are promises. It's already written. Now, we talked about that, so it's already done. But look at here, and these scriptures are written because you will experience this. There will be time of evil, where everything seems to be falling apart, and evil seems to be winning as far as the people, the circumstance doesn't seem fair or right. But it says that you will not be ashamed in that time. So regardless of what it appears to be in the scenario that Yah himself has created and put you right smack dab in the middle of, you will not be ashamed because he will bring you out. And in the days of scarcity of food, because, you can argue we're in those days now. Things are so expensive, but things will even get worse. Yah said, you will be satisfied. You can't forget this. You're going to have what you need. And it may be like everywhere else, but not in your dwelling, not amongst your people. Because you trust Yah, and you go back to Psalm 23:1. Yahuwah is my shepherd. I do not lack. That is something you never claim that you lack. We cannot claim that we lack. It might seem like we don't have two nickels to rub together, but you're not lacking because Yah himself has your provision and it is for you. You believe the scriptures. You call on Yahuwah, your provider. And you recite what the promises are. Yahuwah is my shepherd. I do not lack. And you stand on it. And it may get hotter in that kitchen, but you know what? What you have to stand 10 toes down on is that you don't lack any good thing. And Yah has your provision and your deliverance and your victory. And he is the one who created. Like I said, Yah writes today, we just participate in it, right? I want to go to Judges, okay? Judges 7, 1 through 7. It's about Gideon and how Yah used him as a judge to deliver Yisrael. And in the book of Judges, there were judges that Yah had put in place to bring deliverance. Gideon was one. And he was instructed to take on Midianites, okay, who greatly outnumbered him. He was small in number, his people. And let's look at what Yah did here. You can read Judges 7. You can read this story, the entire story. But I want to kind of focus on what happened here. Gideon got a great victory, and Yah came in. But let's look at some of the details here, okay? Judges 7, 1 through 7. And Yerubbaal, that is Gideon, and all the people who were with him rose up early and encamped by the fountain of Harod, so that the camp of Midian was on the north side of them by the hill of Moreh in the valley. And Yahuwah said to Gideon, the people who are with you are too many for me to give Midian into their hands, lest Israel boast against me, saying, my own hand has saved me. Okay. So what did Yahuwah say here? He don't get in, gather up some warriors. We're going to go and you're going to go and defeat these people. But when he did this, Yah said, you got too many people. All right. So Yah himself said, you have too many people. I want to create a situation where it seems like you don't have enough to achieve this victory. Okay. It seems like you don't have enough. Now, this can be applied to so many things in our lives. That Yah himself will say, you have too much. I need to take some of that away. So when I'm going to come through and I'm going to deliver you so that you will give me, you won't say I did this. Because people like saying stuff like that. I worked hard. I did this. I did that. And, if Yah didn't wake you up in the morning, you wouldn't have done nothing but been buried. But if you look at this, say, the people who are with you are too many for me to give Midian into their hands. I don't need y'all boasting against me, saying my own hand saved me. And now proclaim in the hearing of the people, saying, whoever is afraid and trembling, let him turn back and leave Mount Gilead. 22,000 of the people turned back, while 10,000 remained. Okay. Verse 4, Yahuwah said to Gideon, the people are still too many. You understand? You're thinking, you got your situation right. All right. Everything's going good. I got this. I got that. And all of a sudden you start losing the stuff. It started decreasing, diminishing. Seemed like it's going away. But you had plans. You want to do this, that, and the third. You have things you prayed for. But it seems like it's all been zapped away from you, right? You have too much for me to do this for you. I want to do it for you when it don't seem like you have anything. And I'm going to bring it. I'm going to bring the prosperity. I'm going to bring what you need. I'm going to change the circumstances around. And you're going to know it was me. Now it says here, it's still too many people, 10,000, which was really low compared to what the Midianites had. Okay. It said, bring them down to the water and let me prove them for you there. And it shall be that of whom I say to you, this one goes with you, let him go with you. And whomever I say to you, this one does not go with you, let him not go. So he brought the people down to the water. And Yahuwah said to Gideon, everyone who laps the water with his tongue, as a dog laps, separate him from everyone who bows down on his knees to drink. And the number of those who lapped, putting their hand to their mouth, was 300 men. And all the rest of the people bowed down their knees to drink water. Yahuwah said to Gideon, by the 300 men who lapped, I save you, and shall give Midian into your hand. Let all the other people go, each to his place. Now, 300 men. Anybody in their right mind just looking at it on the surface would say, y'all doomed. You only got 300 men. And it's a great army you're going against. A whole lot more. I mean, exponentially more people. More warriors than Gideon. But, if you read the story, Yah came through. They were fighting each other. They were running for the hills. They were confused. They were confounded. They were having dreams and terrified. And he had just got in that camp and totally disrupted everything. Their thinking, their minds, their courage. He took it all and totally destroyed them. Because Yah wanted to show, listen, I'm the one doing this. Don't think it's you. I'm going to show you don't lack. But I'm going to show you that by making it appear that you do. Or that you don't have enough. And I will come in and show you that you've always had enough because I'm here. Because sometimes you just have to totally, wholeheartedly trust Yah. Because there is no other thing that you can see to help you to get out of this, to achieve what you had been praying for. And like I said, you may seem to have it 1 month and Next month is gone. 4, 5, 6 months later, it's gone. All them resources zapped. Yeah, I did it. All right. So, well, he's gonna show you though that with whatever little bit of change you got left, or whatever little bit of seems like health you got left, or whatever, he's going to multiply, and he's going to come in and show you that there's ram in the bush, that there is victory and there is deliverance, because he's the one holding it and has been holding it the whole time. Although you might have thought you was holding it and had it in hand, he will show you. And he will get the glory, the honor, the praise. And that's where it should go anyway, right? Okay, let's keep going here. I want to go to Matthew 14 through 18. And really we're going to go 14 through 21. But let's look at 14 through 18. This is Matthew. And when Yahushua came out, he saw a large crowd and was moved with compassion for them and healed their sick. And when the evening came, his tall ones came to him, saying, "This is a deserted place. The hour is already late. Dismiss the crowds, so they might go into the villages and buy food for themselves." But Yahushua said unto them, "They do not need to go away. Give them to eat yourselves." And they said to him, "We have here only 5 loaves and 2 fish. And he said, "Bring them here to me." So again, we sitting here, you got all these people, thousands of people. And he said, "You feed them." He said, "You take care of that." And he said, "We only have 5 loaves and 2 fish. It's not enough." But you can't forget Psalm 23:1. "Yahuwah is my shepherd, I shall not lack." And commanding the crowd to sit down in the grass. This is verse 19. And taking the 5 loaves and 2 fish, and looking up to heaven, he blessed and broke and gave to loaves to the tall ones, and the tall ones gave to the crowds. And all ate and were satisfied. And they picked up the pieces left over 12 baskets filled. And those who ate were about 5,000 men, besides the women and children. So it was 5,000 men. Now you had women and children also. And if either these 5,000 men had wives, and you at least had another 5,000 women right around that number, and then kids too. That is a lot of people with just a few loaves and a couple pieces of fish. Again, it doesn't seem like a lot. Now, there's another account where 4,000 were fed, but you have to look at what we're saying here. That there is no lack when Yah is involved. There is no lack because the scripture has already been written, and it cannot be anything other than what's in there. It cannot change. And of course, the devil wants you to believe that you don't have anything, that you are at the end of your rope, that all that prayer was for nothing, that all that faith was in vain. Oh yeah, he wants you to believe that you lack, so that he will go into Psalm 23 and then kind of erase the not part. So you say, "You is my shepherd, I do lack." So that's what he wants to do. He wants to erase that. He wants to make it seem like you have been forsaken. And all that prayer and faith and obedience and telling people about Yah, and then you come out, you got 2 nickels rubbed together. All this stuff is falling apart. And how you gonna pay this, that, and the third? How you gonna do this, that, and the third? And Yah uses these circumstances, these scenarios to show you, just like he showed Gideon, just like he showed the top ones here, like he showed Abraham, and so many other of our people, so many other of those who trusted him in the scriptures, that I will take what you have and I will multiply it. Don't think you don't have enough. I will take that little bit that I set up for you to have, and I will increase it. There's so many stories in the scriptures. Take me forever to go over all those instances that prove this. That Yah will take something, or you would appear not to have something, and he will bring it and provide it out of nowhere. But then it has to go back to Psalm 23:1. This is the mindset you have. I don't care. You wake up and in with fear and trembling, because as soon as you open your eyes, the devil right there, Satan is right there, right in your face, in your ear, giving you bubble gut or whatever. Yeah, it's over. You're not going to be able to do this. What you going to do? And all those things. And you have to say, Yahuwah is my shepherd. I do not lack. Okay, so, get in the scriptures and just read these things. Meditate on that. Because it's looking bad out here. It's rough out here. People's credit being jacked up, cards being charged up, whatever you got. You're having all kinds of what appears to be trouble, and they'll be messing your body on top of it, and all kinds of other things. You have to say, I trust you. I know I don't lack any good thing. You have my health. You have my strength. You have my finances. You have my peace, everything. And you expect it. And you pray for those things. That Yah will settle you, strengthen you, calm you down, and come through when the time is right. When he's ready. But to give you the patience and the peace you need while you wait on him to fulfill what he already said he would do for you. Okay, so hopefully this encouraged somebody. And like I said, getting that word, it's important that we all read and show ourselves approved. And until next time, hallelujah. And may Yah add a blessing to his word.